form a united front to protect our interests or our sovereignty, and therefore, you know, everybody is intervening in the Arab area. Iran is intervening in Iraq and in Lebanon. Turkey is intervening in Syria and in Iraq. Israel is attacking every Arab country without impunity. That is because, look at the security NATO has provided for the Western countries and for Europe. Yeah. And look at the division and the instability that is going on in the Middle East. This is a lesson. Look at what concerted military and defense strategy does, and look at what fragmentation and disunity does in the Arab world.
Ambassador Yahya, speaking of Israel, where does Israel lie in all these events that are happening? I mean, Daesh is not really far away. It's within the region. And again, that questions, I mean, is that the plan, that Israel wants to turn it into a religious war between Muslims so that we can forget about the presence of a Jewish state who wants to take off the Palestinian lands? Can you explain that, please?
Well, once again, it's clear who is behind Daesh. Daesh killed Syrians, killed Iraqis, killed Libyans, killed Egyptians, and never done anything against Israel. They killed Sunnis, they killed Shias, they killed Yazidis, they killed Christians, they killed everybody. But
except the Jews.
Yes, except. So you can imagine what is going on, who is financing them, who is behind
and no official statements, as far as I believe, have also been out regarding the Daesh terrorists.
Yes. Israel yet doesn't see Daesh as a danger against it, a potential danger. Daesh the same, did the same. It does not see or fight Israel as a potential danger. All these forces are against Arabs and Muslims and Christians and here in the region, the Arab world. So, and Israel does not need to fight Daesh because they are helping them, or they are doing what they did not did in the Middle East. Daesh is destroying Syria, something that Israel could not do and did not succeed in doing it through many decades. Iraq as well. So they don't need to intervene. They receive all the gains without doing anything or without doing everything behind the curtains. So in the politics, or in geopolitics in the world, or in intelligence, you don't have to appear. You just to move the pieces behind the curtain, and this is our move the puppet of the piece. So they don't need. They are intelligent. They have a long history in making such turbulences inside the societies they live inside and in the region where they live, without having the high prices or the high price of blood or confrontations or losing army or weapons or soldiers. So it's not very difficult to predict who is behind Daesh, who is weaponizing Daesh, who is paying for Daesh, and who is the target for Daesh. The target for Daesh is the Arab countries, the Arab peoples all over the region.
Mr. Shazli, is it important now to have some stresses in order to lift the embargo imposed on weapons for the Libyan army in order to face the threats by the extremist groups inside of its territory?
I don't think this would be a very advisable thing to do at the moment, because up till now you do not have a united Libyan country. There are factions in the military, there are factions in politics, and they are fighting one another. And if you lift the sanctions, and let me point out also that Libya does not have a lack of weapons. I mean, there are one of
Yes,
the...
but sir, but I believe now that the majority of the weapons are in the wrong hands.
Yes, so if you pour in more weapons, you don't know where they will go.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the very serious problem that has been created with the disintegration of the Libyan army, with the disintegration of the Libyan states, is the proliferation of the arms, the stockpiles. I mean, Libya during Muammar al-Qaddafi's reign has amassed a tremendous amount of weaponry.
Yes.
And throughout, I mean, this is not the first time that Libyan weapons have harmed the whole area. In Sudan, for instance, a large percentage of the armaments that are circulating in Darfur originated in Libya during the catastrophic adventure that Gaddafi had in Chad. Lots of this weapons has propagated into the hands of tribes and mercenaries, and has been going on between the borders of several countries. So I don't think it is a good idea to pour more weapons into Libya at the moment. The good idea now is to try to enhance the power of the legitimate and of the factions in Libya that are fighting terrorism and that are working to create a stable Libya. Let me also just, something I would like to say is that we have to learn the lesson of history. What is happening in Libya today did not just come up today. This is the result of 30 years of a regime that has been fomenting terrorism all over the world. We cannot forget that Muammar al-Qaddafi's regime has planted a bomb in a civilian airline.
Yes.
We cannot forget that Muammar al-Qaddafi has planted bombs in Germany, that Muammar al-Qaddafi has planted bombs in Egypt, in the Mujamma of Tahrir, in railways, and he even tried to mine the approaches to the Suez Canal. So this was a terrorist regime par excellence. And the Arab world has turned a blind eye, and the international community has turned a blind eye to this terrorist regime for 40 years. And this has incubated terrorists. You have taught cadres and generations that terrorism is an acceptable way in international relations. We should learn this lesson and never permit such a regime to exist in the Arab world again.
Indeed.
Ambassador Yahya, now speaking of the role that the media is playing regarding the videos that are being leaked by Daesh and been sent through whether it's social media or even television and all sorts of media. So do you think that the media is doing its wrong role, that it's probably propagating these terrorist groups and possibly giving them a more popular vision?
Well, we cannot blame the media as such. I believe they have the right to demonstrate what's going on, even when we are not sure, even it's maybe a lie or something, or fabricated video, we don't know exactly. But at least we know about the dangers of these groups. We know about their barbaric methods in treating people all over the region, all over the world. We have to be very on alert to fight back these terrorist groups. We have also to do our job, to have the very concrete information about this video or other incidents. We have to know who is filming these documentaries or these videos for these groups. We have to follow all these tips to reach Daesh. It's at least we know where they are filming, who is. is famous. So it's important. We cannot blame the media. We blame ourselves. We blame our services that they could not reach and to resolve this problem and to prepare even the field for our intervention there. We have to be prepared for intervening to protect our people out there and to protect our national security, our national interests. Libya is our neighbor. We have to know everything about them, and we should have gathering all this information. Where are Daesh camps? Where are their leaders? Who are their leaders? And so on. We have to know all this gamma of information to react to these terrorist groups. So we cannot blame the media as such, I believe, but propagating this information without having confirmed information about the facts and real things in Libya is maybe would be a mistake, because it will propagate fear inside the society. But thank God, after the response, our response, the army response to this video and to these attacks on Egyptians, I believe the moral of the Egyptian people are very high right now, and we are ready to fight back, and we want to protect our own people there. This is a positive results maybe, because you need somebody to alert you, you need somebody to push you and to show you the gravity of the situation.
Indeed, Ambassador Mohammed Al-Shazli, member of the Egyptian Council for Foreign Affairs, and Ambassador Yahya Najm, political analyst, thank you very much for being with us in the
Thank
breakfast
you.
show.
Thank you.
And with that, our dear viewers, we come to the end of this edition from the breakfast show. You were in the company of Mahisti Rabia and Yasmin Bakir. Thank you, Yasmin.
Always a pleasure. Thank you very much, Mahisti. And to join us back again tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Cairo local time with another breakfast episode. Thank you for watching and have a lovely day.